Have you been sitting on this for a couple of days, David?
Yeah, of course. I sit on things. That's it. And that's my other post as well. So if anyone wonder putting the V in World Mobile,
There's no V in World Mobile, David.
well, there will be now since we're going to become a Good day, everyone. Good day, mobilers. Steve, how are you going? Nice mug, actually.
Hey, Dave. Yeah.
Needs a bit of a rebrand, your mug.
Well, I'm waiting for my new one. I want the new one, but still, this is okay. I can live with it.
Still, yes.
I'm good. How are you, Dave?
Very good. I'm feeling relieved. I finished up my presentation for that conference I'm going to.
Hey, that looks like a pretty good conference. I was looking at the lineup, and there's a lot of
big
important
lineup.
people. I mean, not as important as you, but still lots of people from some of the big Australian exchanges, plus also
there's Coinbase, Kraken,
and
OKX.
And lots
all
of
the
big
big
ones there
ones.
as well, and
different industries. I think we'll do a separate episode about this.
For sure.
I guess when I return, so we can give a bit of a feedback, and hopefully I get the recording. But 20 minutes keynote on the stage. It's 20 minutes just full on for World Mobile, so that's going to be awesome. So the reason we're catching up today, Steve, is to talk about something I uncovered last week, which is very interesting, very under the radar. Let me share, and you actually don't know anything about this, so let me surprise you with some very cool new alpha, as we say. Do you remember the old Cuentas partnership that we had a year ago?
Yeah. So there were some sort of stores. They had
bodegas.
Bodegas, that's right. So it's kind of in the, I guess, Latin American community or whatever, in throughout the US and probably other places. I don't know a huge amount about it, but I remember there was some kind of partnership that was announced.
Correct.
Yeah.
That was close to a year ago, I think, and the community has been wondering what is happening with this, and because Cuentas itself went into receivership, so I think the business had to go through a lot, and that gave World Mobile, I think, a golden opportunity. So Cuentas, for the Hispanic community, has around 31,000 point of sales around America. But what is very interesting is this article which came out in
investing.com. Okay.
Cuentas entered into a joint venture with World Mobile, and that joint venture is going to operate under the name World Mobile. So World Mobile has, at the moment in America, they registered them. So we're running the operations there under World Mobile Networks, LLC. And this is a new joint venture just called World Mobile, LLC. And what is the cherry on the cake here, and the reason why World Mobile would enter into a joint venture with a 49 to 51 interests, is that World Mobile is taking over basically all the licenses and the rights to operate as an MVNO over in America.
Oh, I see. This is how how World Mobile has got access to all these extra markets that they've mentioned, like 50 other markets.
I think that's what they were quietly doing in the background.
Say that's what's happened. I see.
Yes.
I see. And so this World Mobile LLC is probably a American US registered company, I would guess.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, definitely an LLC. Yeah, it's an LLC. So now the MVNO will operate under World Mobile. So basically, World Mobile exists in America as an MNO, a full registered mobile network operator, having licenses in 4 states, but World
And
Mobile,
31,000 point of sale across the US for SIM cards and support or whatever. Yeah. And I understand from memory, these guys, these Centus guys, had some kind of a phone plan
hmm
previously, so they had mobile customers, and I think it was, if I remember correctly, I think it was partly subsidised by the US government. Um, I seem
okay,
to
yeah.
remember millions of users. I can't remember. Um,
Yeah, well, I tried to dig a little bit. It looks like they had around 100,000 to 200,000 customers back then.
okay, all right.
But it seemed that if you go to the current Cuentas website,
Hmm.
you had, as little as $10 per month. As you said, it would have been subsidized. But they were offering for the Hispanic community
Yeah,
mobile phone plans. Yes.
that
Amazing.
that subsidy was cancelled, I think, by the. I guess it would have been the Biden administration
Mm,
back then. Um, yeah, so I think that was sort of highlighted around the time that the partnership was announced. Um, that this funding was disappearing and that perhaps World Mobile could kind of step in a bit for those customers. But there was nothing really clearly hammered out there, from what I could see
yeah.
back then. But it's been about a
So
year.
yeah, so I pulled out this post back then. So it was July 2024,
Mm.
where let me play this. Let me
Oh, it's very close to a year. Look at that. Yeah.
We've been partnered with Verizon and T-Mobile for over 10 years. We know the US market very well. I'm a US citizen and I'm the co-founder of Cuentas. And these are the two models that basically will be creating immediately revenue. And we have access to 31,000 point of sales nationwide.
It's a perfect synergy for World Mobile. It is exactly the sharing economy. The bodega becomes the host. The remote air node operator provides the capex and operates the nodes, and then we have wholesale customers coming in from Verizon, from T-Mobile, via Cuentas and Cuentas' partners, as the ones you said. So we're very thankful for this relationship, and this is a great example of what can happen.
So they'll all be hosts. So there's 31,000 Airnode sites,
hmm
potential Airnode sites across the US, which probably in sort of downtowny busy area was, I would imagine.
You would think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And so Cuentas was an MVNO of Verizon and T-Mobile.
Mm,
And the good news is that T-Mobile is using I mean, they do use it and they do own the band 71, the 600 megahertz frequency. Meaning this is the same band as we operate our air nodes.
yeah, I think it's probably a good time to bring in that Trump Truth Social tweet, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Where was that? I'll find it. This post, you mean?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that'd be the one, I
where
guess.
highlighted
Yes.
that we have the licenses. We operate on 600 megahertz band 71, but
Yeah, that's in the current 4 states, right?
4 states. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Yeah, but this is the tweet you're referring to. That
Yes,
was
very
interesting.
interestingly, in the big beautiful bill, the one big beautiful bill,
The one big bill. Yes,
the 600 megahertz is specifically mentioned,
indeed.
which is interesting, given that the Democrats did this, spent 42 billion to connect unconnected in the US and didn't connect a single person.
Not a single one.
Inquiry going on into that, or there was. Don't know what the outcome of that was, but yeah. So maybe there's something here between the Trump administration, World Mobile, Cuentas, sort of 31,000 locations across the US, opening up this frequency, which a lot of the technology World Mobile has is around that frequency for the telco, for the mobile phones. Yeah, this could be absolutely massive. This could be a very quick way of spreading a lot around the US, right?
That is. What's interesting here in this tweet is the American ingenuity. And I wonder what is being referred to here, but I know that World Mobile is innovative. Innovation is in their blood. And I think, I don't know, could he be possibly referring to the CBRS Band 71 handover that we are capable of doing? I'm not sure, but it looks like, it looks like World Mobile put their hand up, say, guys, we don't need $42 billion to connect the unconnected.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. The capital's going to come from investors like,
correct.
you and me and just average Joes, right? Yeah.
So that is exciting,
else.
Knowing that, Charles is pretty much hanging out, say, Washington.
Yeah,
DC
and keeping
all
in
the
mind
time.
that the World Mobile guys, along with Coinbase, have visited the Capitol, the White House, or Congress there, or whatever. I don't know. I want to say something like 3 or 4, maybe 4 or 5 times in
multiple
the last
times, yeah,
6 months or something. So yeah, there seems like there's something pretty exciting going on there.
Something that caught my eye as well is the so World Mobile is injecting 300K capital, and for that we get the licenses. So we get all the MVNO licenses, but also we get 85% of the revenue. So profit
That's
and
an
losses.
interesting number, Dave, because that's the exact number that's also supposed to be the feedback into the sharing economy. But maybe it'll be 85% of 85%.
Yes, yeah. I think, I mean, this is a bargain to me. It's, 300K. That's 3 Titan Air nodes, basically. But to have all the MVNO rights, title, and interests from Cuentas. So
yeah,
I think that's
31,000.
major.
That must be quite extensive coverage across the US.
So look, I don't know how quickly this can be, going into motion, and what are the ins and outs of all these, the implications. But I thought it would be good to have a quick chat about this. Did you expect this, Steve?
Look, from what I read a year ago, when that partnership was first announced, I was certainly excited about it. It was like, this has huge potential. So I guess it's more of it's a little bit of an update, but the fact that that World Mobile got the licenses and stuff, yeah, that's seems to be a more in-depth partnership than what I initially thought. I thought it might just be like point of sales and possibly air nodes if the hosts were interested, but sounds like it's a bit more in depth now.
Yeah, so I mean it's basically World Mobile saying we want to benefit from your MVNO license. We want to benefit from your bodegas, your point of sales, your presence on the ground. So let's make a joint venture. We call it World Mobile. And we're then able to market, ourselves and be not only an MNO but an MVNO.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Maybe you'd like to explain the difference to some of the viewers, Dave, if they might not know what that means.
Oh, MNO is a mobile network operator, so in its own rights, you have the ability to purchase a spectrum. And to operate, I guess, but you need to obviously comply with all the regulations from, the FCC and I guess maybe the SEC as well. As an MVNO, mobile virtual network operator, you are renting, in essence, a part of the spectrum. So an MNO will say, look, I've got often it's the old type of network that's so. If T-Mobile rolled out their 5G, their 4G network will be underutilized, and just to make some money off this, they will lease it out to an MVNO who will have a more competitive approach.
Kind of a bit like a franchisee sort of thing.
I was just gonna show you this is what I've been teasing out last week. People haven't caught up on the fact that I put this post last week. and say, "Do not bet against World Mobile." And
What's
this
this
was the
little
World Mobile
tail
logo.
or beak sticking out? It looks like the beak of a bird or something.
But that's it. So the Cuentas logo being a hummingbird.
Oh, is it? All right. I
Yes.
see.
Yes. So I teased this out, and it looks like 1,000 people like the fact not to bet on World Mobile, but nobody ever picked up on that.
It was like, oh, you've moved one of the nodes on your vector.
My airbrushing.
So you just dragged it out.
And I just recently I've put another post as well. Where was it?
Have you been sitting on this for a couple of days, David?
Yeah, of course. I sit on things. That's it, and that's my other post as well. So if anyone wonder putting the V in World Mobile,
there's no V in World Mobile, David.
Well, there will be now, since we're going to become a MVNO.
Yeah.
There we have it. Look, I think it's a master play, and only great things will come out of this.
It's certainly going to rapidly increase the rollout in the US, which will be fantastic. I mean, with the return from US customers, the potential there is massive.
It is, yeah. In terms of revenue, it's gonna be good. All good. Thank you, Steve.
Great
Thanks
stuff.
for the chat.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll catch you on the next one, I guess.
Yeah, and good luck with your presentation, Dave.
Thank you. Yeah,
I'm sure you'll be fabulous. You'll be fabulous. What are you going to wear? That's the most important thing.
Oh, I've organized actually a bit of merch for myself, just to make sure
look
I
the
stand
part.
out there. Yeah. We'll do a debrief when I return.
Yep. All right. Well, I'll catch you a bit later then, Dave.
Cheers. Bye.
See you, mate.
Reclaim.